right. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Can we hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me loud and clear, type loud and clear in the chat box so I know we can all hear me loud and clear. You can hear me loud and clear. Type loud and clear in the chat box. I want to know if you can hear me loud and clear. Or give me a thumbs up. You can easily give me a thumbs up like this. Let me show you. Yeah, that's a thumbs up. Exactly. Thanks a lot, Dotun. Exactly. Give me a thumbs up and type loud and clear in the chat. Brilliant. Loud and clear. Okay. So welcome to today's session. My name is Mohammed Suleiman and I'm the COO here at Nebiant Analytics. So, but I want to get to know us. Okay. I would have said each and every one of us introduce themselves, but this is what I would do. Okay. So let me know in the chat if you are joining us and seeing us for the first time. If you are joining our session for the first time, type in the chat number 10. Type 10 in the chat, 10. You're joining us for the very first time. You see me for the very first time. Type 10 in the chat box. Okay, Amina, Fortune, Prince, Ichichuku. Okay, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Okay. Ojo types 20. All right. So you multiplied it by 2. Okay, brilliant. All right. I can see we have so many new faces on board. Okay, brilliant. Don't worry, I'll get to introduce myself more elaborately and Nebiant Analytics as well. Okay, brilliant one. All right. So now I also let's play a little game. Okay, it's a riddle. All right, it's a riddle. Okay, it's a riddle. And I want to know just so that we get to start off on a high note. Okay, so let's play a little riddle. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready to play a riddle? Are you ready? Are you ready? 10 is for if you're seeing maybe out for the very first time. Okay, brilliant. Okay, we are ready, right? Only 3 people are ready. Only 3 people are ready. So my riddle is okay. So I'll riddle you guys, and I want both correct and wrong answers are allowed. Both correct and wrong answers are allowed. Okay. So here's the riddle. Here's the riddle, guys. A spider, a spider was seeking a job. Okay, and the spider got the job, and it was an IT job. It was a tech job. Can you guess what role the spider got? So a spider was looking for a job and actually got a job. You didn't even let me finish the riddle, guys. You didn't let me finish the riddle. Or did we Google it? People are saying web development, web design, web development, web developer, web design. All right, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, no issues. Let me give you another one. Okay, I'll give you another one. So I came prepared for you guys. I came prepared. If you thought that was the only one, maybe that one is too easy. Okay, that one is too easy. Which word contains 26 letters? Which word contains 26 letters? Which word? Who knows the answer? Which word contains 26 letters? Guys, which word contains 26 letters? What's the answer? Type the answer. There is no word. English alphabet. Okay, alphabet. Fantastic alphabet. Or are we checking the internet? Are we checking the internet? I hope you're not googling my riddles. Okay, but brilliant one. I'll give you guys a round of applause. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. So that's my round of applause for you guys. So give yourselves a round of applause. So I think um I'll come better prepared next time. Okay. I'll come better prepared next time with much more difficult riddles so that you don't get to take my answers away for free like that. Okay. So I have more riddles, but it seems my riddles are too easy. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and share my screen, all right? And let's get this session started. So we are here for a reason, and that reason is because in the tech world today, why would tech recruiters favor hands-on experience as opposed to certifications? So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Once you can see my screen, type crystal clear in the chat box. Okay. You type crystal clear in the chat box and you type crystal clear in the chat box, and then I will confirm that you can see my screen. Okay, crystal clear, crystal clear. Okay, brilliant. So the majority of us can see my screen. That's brilliant. All right, brilliant, brilliant. So this is why we are here today. And within the next 1.5 to 2 hours, I'll break every single thing down for you. So guys, grab your pen and paper, take things down, jot your questions down. If you have questions, note it down. Okay, during my session, if any question comes up, do well to note that question down, and I'll be super happy to answer you. Okay. So, and if you think there is somebody, a loved one, who would also benefit from today's session, please send them the link. Okay, it's gonna be a very insightful session, I promise you. Send them the link, and let them join, and let's set the ball rolling. So let me introduce, for the sake of those who are joining us for the very first time, okay, I would love to introduce to you Nebiant Analytics. Okay, Nebiant Analytics is an edtech firm that is passionate about helping people of the Black community get into the tech space through premium tech training program. And when I say premium tech training program, what I mean is a one-stop shop where you get every single thing you need to get into the tech space. Okay, part of it is what you'll be doing today. All right, what you'll be doing today. So how we do this is we handpicked specific career paths: data analytics, data science, and business analysis. And I'll go into more details why I chose those career paths in this session. And to help, Africans get into the space, we bring on board professionals who who not only are experts in the field, but also have a unique passion for conveying knowledge and helping people get into the tech space. So they'll be your mentors, they'll be your teachers, they'll be your instructors, and they'll work hand in hand with you to get into the space. And you get to work on real world projects, okay? Directly excerpted from the instructor's experience. So I'm speaking of that, okay, the today's session is related to that. And guys, if you want to get a recording to today's session as well as my slides, fill the attendance form you can see in the chat. You see my team member Abdul Mumin posting the link to the uh, the attendance form in the chat box. Do well to fill that out so that you can get a recording and my slides, most especially. Okay, so you want to stay till the end, ensure that you don't miss any single thing in today's session. All right. So, and I would love to introduce to you the brains and the great minds behind Nebiant Analytics. All right, we have the CEO, that's Lemo Yoliodio. She has close on a decade of experience. She's a successful business analyst and has consulted for several clients across Africa and beyond, US, UK, Canada, and even other countries in Africa. All right. So she's an entrepreneur, okay, and a successful business analyst by profession. You have myself, COO here at Nebiat Analytics, Mohammed Suleiman, like I mentioned earlier, and I have close on 7 years of experience in the tech space. 4 of those years, I've been in the ed tech space, actively helping people get into the tech space. And I've had the opportunity to work both as a data analyst and a data scientist, um, across my experience so far. And I've had the opportunity to work with Alfa Romeo, one of Italy's largest luxury car brand in the US. All right. I did that job remotely from Nigeria. Okay. I love to mention that just in case you're also looking at remote work, you're in the right place. Again, I've had the opportunity to help close on 3,000 participants, make that switch from class to tech. Okay. And I also transitioned into tech. I have a background in mechanical engineering. CEO had her first degree in arts, fine arts. Okay. But both of us were able to, make that switch into the tech space. And the rest is history. So when you get this slide, do well to connect with us, send us a DM, send us a message, and we will be happy to receive that. Now, what exactly are we going to do today? Let me tell you what we'll do today. So the very first thing we'll talk about is why recruiters want proficiency and not certifications. Why? What's that reason? Okay, and you see practically why that is the case. Okay, you see it practically why that is the case. And then we'll go into some success stories. Okay, some success stories from previous participants. And spoiler alert, we have one of our current participants who recently also got an offer. Will be joining us here today on this particular call. So you want to stick around and hear from her firsthand. I'll also present to you our support system, what our extra layered support looks like that helps you actually get a tech job. And last but not the least, a special package for you alone, just for you alone. So you want to stick around and benefit from today's session. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Because I'm going to tell you a story. I'll start off with a story. Okay, so I need to know that you are ready. Are you ready for me today? Are you ready? Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, okay. I hope you've grabbed your notepad as well. Grab your notepad, okay? Grab your notepad because there are some things that will not be on my slide. I would mention them, so you may want to take them down. Okay, brilliant. We are ready, hyped up. I'm super pumped as well. Now, I want you to look at these two young men. Okay, so these two young men. I want you to take a look at them. Okay, I'm going to tell you a brief story. All right. So these two young men applied for a tech job. Okay, and they applied for a tech job. Somebody's okay. Please, let's stay muted. Okay, let's stay muted so that we don't disrupt the flow of the class. I cannot see you, sir. Okay, Damola, what you want to do is you can log out and log back in. Okay, just hit the red button, step out, step back in, and you should be able to see me. Okay, when you get back, you let me know if you can see me. I believe we can see me, right? You can see me and you can see my screen. You can see me and you can see my screen. Type a yes. All right, brilliant one. Okay. Let's see. Just give me a second. All right, brilliant. Okay, great. So don't forget to fill out the attendance. Okay, you see my team members posting the attendance link in the chat box. So do well to fill it out so that you gain access to my slides and the recording of today's session after the session. Now, Bright and Carl are currently being considered for a tech role. Okay, guys, are you listening to me? They are both being considered for a tech role, and each of them, okay, each of them has two strong points, selling points to sell themselves. So Bright has two strengths. Carl also has two great strengths as well. Okay, two great strengths as well. Now, if you want to say something, you can type in the chat box. Okay, I can see some people using the raise hand icon. You can type in the chat box. That is less distracting. All right. We have so many people on the call, so we don't want a station whereby people are distracted. Okay, thanks a lot. Now, as I was saying, Bright and Carl are being considered for a particular tech role. And I said they each have two strengths, right? Let me tell you the strength. Let me tell you more about them. Okay, let me tell you more about them. Guys, I'm going to ask you a question. So I want you to listen attentively. Now, Bright, on the one hand, is a certified data analyst and also has a master's degree in data science. Okay, Bright has that qualification. On the other hand, you have Carl. Carl has worked on 10 real world data projects, okay, and has a very strong communication skill. Now, this particular recruiter is considering hiring just one of both. Okay, one of the two of them is going to be hired. Now, I want you to assume the role of the recruiter. Who would you hire? You have a company, you want to recruit a tech professional to handle your data for you. Which of these two persons would you hire? Which of them would you hire? Okay, I want to see your responses in the chat. So you have Bright. Bright has a certificate in data analysis and a master's degree in science. That's his strength. On the other hand, you have Carl. Carl has worked, and when I say has worked, he has a proven track record of working on 10 real world data projects and can communicate very well. So nobody wants to hire Bright. Tell me why you are not hiring Bright. I don't want you to tell me why you're hiring Carl. Tell me why you are not hiring Bright. Guys, tell me why you are not hiring Bright. And if you are hiring Bright, tell me why you not hire Carl. Okay. Okay, he has no experience, he's not experienced, okay. Bright has no experience. Okay, Samuel, you said you'd hire Bright. Tell me why you'd hire Bright. I'd hire Bright if Carl wasn't an option. Okay, interesting. Bright has no work experience. Bright didn't have a practical experience. Carl has experience. Brilliant. Now, you guys said it yourself. And that's how practical and logical the tech world is. Okay, what recruiters are looking for, guys, what recruiters are really looking for is proof of work. Guys, proof of work. They want to see what you've done. They want to see that you've worked on stuff. And they can be able to say, oh, you truly have the skills you say you have. You truly are the professional you say you are. Now, don't get me wrong, it is nice to have a master's in data science. That's good. It is nice to have certifications in the tech space. That's good. But what gets you the role is your proven track record of experience. Are there projects that you've worked on? Can you clearly communicate what you did? Can you, can you get people to buy into your idea using data? This is what they are looking out for. This is what a tech recruiter is looking out for. So you get yourself into an interview, okay, and then you introduce yourself. Oh, I'm a certified Google data analyst with a master's degree in data science and all of that. Once you're done with your introduction, they'll still ask you, okay, could you tell us about a time where you used Excel to solve a problem? Or could you tell us about a time where you used Power BI to solve a problem? Or could you walk us through your 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 process of coming up with an interactive dashboard. Okay, and somebody's asking, Fatima Ahmed is asking, haven't seen what Bright has done. Absolutely. So recruiters would focus on the one who has proof of work. You say you have a certificate in data analytics. Okay, show us what you've done over the past few months. The moment you have nothing to show for it, that's a big red flag. And now let me share you one experience. Just this month, earlier this month, somebody entered into my DM on LinkedIn. Okay. So somebody entered into my DM for LinkedIn and told me that they needed a remote job badly. And the person, to put it in the person's language, the person said they needed it so badly, more than I know. And the first question I asked was, send me your portfolio. Send me your portfolio. And what I mean by portfolio is a one-stop shop, one place where I can see all the things you have been able to work on. All right. So, and then the person started rambling here and there, saying, oh, it's on my laptop, it's on somewhere, you know. To cut the long story short, no portfolio. And that's it. Okay. So recruiters are always looking for what you have done. They will go to your LinkedIn, check you out, see what you've talked about, the post you've engaged in, and the post you have made yourself. Okay. So it's a proof of work, not a proof of concept. Okay. It's a proof of work that gets you that tech role, not a proof of concept. So to put it in simple terms, show your workings. I'll type it in the chat. Guys, you can type it in the chat. So the tech word is all about show your workings. Show your workings. Okay. Show your workings. All right. And this is why this is what recruiters always look out for. Okay. This is what recruiters always look out for. Now, why? Why? Okay. Why? And the reason is very simple, okay? And I'll give it to you today. The reason is because PAP. It's all about PAP, okay? And you can write this down also. It's all about PAP. Exactly, show your work. So it's what lingers in the tech recruiter's mind. Okay. Yeah, it's about PAP. And I'll tell you what PAP means in a moment. Okay. So what PAP simply means is what? Proficiency above papers. Proficiency above papers. Tech recruiters will always go for proficiency above papers. Okay. Proficiency above papers. Have you worked with this? Oh, I know how to work with this. This is what I've done. I can show you and all that. That is what they would go for. Okay. Not a bunch of certificates. Now, it's nice to have. Okay. But what does and seals the deal for you is what? Your proficiency. Okay. Your proficiency. So write this down and know it today. Now, if this is the case, guys, if this is the case, so what are the opportunities like in tech then? So what career path should you be looking at in tech? Because the tech world is a very broad universe, and you can easily get lost. Okay. So but what are the opportunities like? And then what career path should you even be looking at? Okay. So stick with me. Now, if you look into the tech world, okay, one of the very first thing is, all right. So okay, Princess is asking, what if you have a GitHub where you have projects you have done, not like you have worked in a tech firm? Absolutely, that absolutely works. Okay, so the tech firm, you can in the tech world. Okay, and don't worry, you get to see it yourself. I'm sharing my screen. You get to see. Just stick around, Princess, and I'll get to answer your questions, even before you get to ask them. Okay, but stick around and you see that I'll answer your question. All right. Now, data that has that exists, the data that of all the data that exists right now, 90% of the data was generated in the last 2 years alone. And that shows the exponential growth that data itself has. Okay, data is growing at an exponential rate. Now think of think of the YouTube videos, your Instagram, posts, Instagram videos, you have podcasts every now and then, and these are coming in volumes every single day. Now, organizations need a data professional who can handle this data, right? And that's why the exponential growth of data creates a gap between the professionals and the data that actually exists. All right. And the data that actually exists. Now, what does this mean? Let's look at more statistics. Now, from the Bureau of Labor, okay, data centric roles are projected to grow by another 20% by 2028. Now, there is already a big gap between the roles that need to be filled and the professionals that we have on ground. And this projection is saying that by 2028, the gap would have increased by another 20%. Now, this does not mean that, 2029 starts to come down. No. What this means on my screen that you can see is that data centric roles are projected to grow by an additional 20%. So it means that organizations will continue to need professionals who have these skills. And let's take a look at the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report for last year. All right. And this, if you don't know what the World Economic Forum is, you can look up online. World Economic Forum, is it's a group of billionaires, politicians, captains of industries. They come together every single year to discuss one economic topic, and that is the future of jobs. And then they create a very elaborate report on it. It's a 300 plus page report. I've included the link here down below. You want to take a look at it once you get the slides. All right, but one of the snippets I have here is that you can see on my left, I have top 10 fastest growing jobs, and on my right, I have the top 10 fastest declining jobs. Okay, now of the top 10 fastest growing jobs, I have highlighted 4 career paths. 4, okay, career paths. You have AI and machine learning specialist, BI analyst. In full, you have business intelligence analyst, okay, so it's BI analyst for short. You have data analyst and scientist, and then you have digital transformation specialist. Now, to become either of one of these 4 that you can see here in the top 10, you start out either as a data analyst, a data scientist, or a business analyst. For example, you want to become a digital transformation specialist. You start out as a business analyst. Okay. I'll talk more on what these career paths mean and why exactly has Nebian's analytics highlighted these specific ones. All right. So now, this career path instantly makes you globally marketable. Globally. So you're looking for a job and you become skilled in tech, especially as a data analyst or a business analyst or a data scientist. You are instantly open to global opportunities on LinkedIn, Upwork, Glassdoor, Indeed, Remote.co, and the list goes on and on. You have Azuna, you have crossover.com, you have, Flex Jobs, JobGether. The list goes on, it's endless. And these are platforms where you can work remotely for organizations that are based abroad in the US, UK, Canada, from Africa, anywhere in Africa. Okay, so these are the opportunities that you become instantly open to simply because you have those skills. And don't worry, I'll get to show you. I'll show you some of these platforms. Okay, I'll show you, and you'd see some of the jobs that I posted today. All right. You see some of the jobs that were posted today. Now, because of all this demand and the projected growth, it simply means that organizations actually need you, not want you. They don't just want you, they need you. In the world we are in today, things are fast paced, AI is moving. Alongside, you need professionals as an organization, you need professionals like yourself who have the requisite skill to put the organization ahead of the competition by harnessing their data. Okay, so for that reason, organizations actually need you, not just want you. Okay, now the big question is, okay, so Mohammed, I agree with you up to this point. So, but why do you think I should be the one getting into tech? And I'll give you three reasons. Okay, I'll give you three reasons, and these were the reasons why we actually chose the programs. Okay, and that's because we've been there before. For example, for myself, it took me about 2 years to finally get my first tech role. The moment I decided to get into tech, and that was because I had pretty much no direction. Okay, no direction, nobody to ask questions. I may be learning using a material, a free resource, and I get stuck, nobody to reach out to, and that was it. All right. So, but why are these roles perfect for you? And how can you achieve this within a space of 3 to 4 months? Okay, within the space of 3 to 4 months. Now, the reasons are number one, they are easy to learn. When you compare roles like data analytics, data science, and business analysis, these three career paths are easy to learn. And when I say easy to learn, I mean pretty much anybody who is simply interested in becoming either of these three professionals can become either of them. Okay, you really don't need any technical background. You don't need a degree. You don't need prior knowledge. All you simply need is you're interested in doing this. All right. And it's easy to learn. And easy to learn, what's the reference point? When you compare this career path to other career paths like web development, you guys said the spider became a web developer, right? So it might be easy for the spider, okay, but it's not as easy as becoming a data analyst or a business analyst or a data scientist, right? So these career paths can be jumped on pretty much by anyone. Second reason is that it's easy to transition. And what do I mean? And this is where I'll start to show you what I mean by bringing up my browser. Now, easy to transition, yeah. The reason I say it's easy to transition, okay, it's because every single day there are truckload of opportunities available. They come in, they come in, they come in large containers every single day. Okay, and let me show you what I mean. Now, if you go to LinkedIn, okay, if you go to LinkedIn, this is LinkedIn, all right, this is my profile. You go to LinkedIn and then you search, let's search data analyst, okay? That was one of the three career paths. So I'll just start with data analyst, all right? Data analysts and hit enter, okay? So now, when I search data analyst, I want to filter to just show me jobs, okay? So I'll click on jobs. I'll click on jobs. You can see jobs is now in green. I'll click on jobs. So it shows me all the jobs available. And if you look at this, what do you see? 10,435 results on LinkedIn alone. Just on LinkedIn. Guys, LinkedIn alone. Just on LinkedIn alone, 10,435 results. Okay, now let's filter. Let's filter. If you are like me and you love to work from home, okay, I would want to work remotely. So I'll click on remote, select remote. Okay, I'll click on show results. All right. So for remote roles, I have 8,500 247 results. All right. I can also filter for jobs that I posted maybe within the past 24 hours. All right. Within the past last 24 hours. And, you know, I can filter to 38 38 results. All right. So you can see some of them 18 hours ago. This one was posted 40 minutes ago. Okay. 5 minutes before we started today's session, this particular role was posted. Okay. 5 minutes before this session started, this one that you can see here was posted. Okay. You can see 9 hours ago, earlier today, 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago, and the list goes on and on like so. So the opportunities come in every single day in this manner. And this is just LinkedIn alone. You still have Glassdoor, Remote Code, JobGether, um, Well Found, and the list goes on like so. So I want you to play around with LinkedIn and see for yourself. Okay, see for yourself. So, and that's why I say it's easy to transition. That's why it's easy to transition because there are so many job opportunities out there once you're done learning. And last but not the least, you have great salary projections. Okay, great salary projections. All right. Somebody says share your page to enable us understand. Ijoma, you get every single thing you need from this session, my slides, the recording, provided you fill the attendance form. Okay, so that's what you need to do now. If you fill the attendance form, make sure you don't miss out. All right. So great salary projections. And the reason I say great salary projections is simply because I'll share my experience with you. So I interviewed with a bunch of Indians, okay, micro1.ai. From micro1.ai, you can look them up. And I was interviewing for a database manager role. Okay, it was a remote role. I was to do it from Africa. And they asked me all the technical questions. I was done, I scaled through that. I was, prepared. And I was expecting them to ask me what my salary expectation was, but they never did. The question they asked me finally was, do I have any questions for them? And then I went on to say that, look, what's the budget for the role? And prior to that interview, what I had in mind was $20 per hour. Okay, who can quickly do the mathematics for me? What is $20 per hour in Nigerian naira today, monthly? Still can't see the presentation. I'll watch the recorded presentation later. Okay, Damola, what you want to do is step out of the call and step back in, and you'd see the presentation. Guys, if you can see my screen, type clear in the chat so that Damola knows that um, it will be an issue from their side. Okay, clear. All right. So let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can pin it. Okay, can we see? So Damola, can you see it now? Okay, people clear. So now, if you cannot, I have done that multiple times, still can't view. Okay, still can't view. All right. Okay, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do for you. Okay, so I'll briefly stop presenting and present again. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, let's see if that fixes it for you. Okay, but I can see that my screen is visible. People confirm. I just unshared, so it will not be visible. So I'm sharing now again. Now let me know if you can see my screen. It should come up anytime now. Okay, I'm doing it just for you guys. Okay, so you can see my screen. Now, while my screen is coming up, those that did the calculation for $20 per hour, okay, on a yearly Okay, you said 32,000. Okay, that's 32,000 naira per hour. So do it per month. So how much would that be per month if you work 8 hours per day? Okay, if you have 8 hours per day, 8 hours per day. So once you do the math, all right, once you do the math, if you do it correctly, it's about um 1 point something million per month. Okay, if my math is correct. Okay, I usually mix mathematics up. I'm not that good at mathematics, all right. But if you do the math, okay, that was what I had in mind. But when I asked them that what is the budget for the role, they told me a whooping $40 per hour, straight up 2x what my expectations were. So it means that if they had asked me and I had said $20 per hour, they were likely not going to hire me. Do you know why? Do you know why they were not going to hire me? They budgeted $40 per hour for the role. So if you go there and you say $20 per hour, they may likely not hire you. And the reason is because they would feel that you really don't know what that role entails, which is why you are pricing yourself down. All right. So, or you may get a role, but you will not be fulfilled due to the level of work you do. Right. So these are the really simple reasons. So pretty much you have, great salary projections for the tech world. Now, if you're looking to travel abroad, you don't want to do the menial jobs. This is what you want to do before you relocate abroad. Okay, before you relocate abroad. Now, I talked about three career paths. Okay, who can remind me of the three career paths I mentioned? Who can remind me of the three career paths I mentioned? Type it in the chat box. Okay, remind me the three of them, and then we'll go to the next step, which is we'll choose one for you. We'll choose one for you. Okay, we'll choose one for you. Data science, data analytics, business analysis. Okay, AI and machine learning, brilliant. So yeah, AI and machine learning is under data science. Okay, so you start out as either a data analyst, a data scientist, or a business analyst. Fantastic. So great. Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Now, what's the difference? That's the question. Okay. Okay, sir, which one do you suggest will bring more money? So it seems Adeoye, I'm not sure you really heard. Don't worry, you see, I'll show you the salary projections on Glassdoor. Okay, I'll show you on Glassdoor by the time I get to each career path. Then you get to see what what amount of money you are likely to make. So for the three career paths, like I rightly mentioned, we chose them for these three reasons, right? Data analytics, data science, and business analysis. Chose them here at Nabians Analytics because they meet this criteria. Okay, they meet these three criteria. They are easy to learn, they are easy to transition, and the three of them have great salary projections. Okay, they all have great salary projections. That was why we chose them. Okay, so which one will bring more money? It's very marginal. Okay, they are all fantastic in terms of remuneration. Myself, I've worked as both a data analyst and a data scientist. Okay, and it's been very fruitful. All right, so just to answer that particular question, but let's go ahead and select a career path for you. So we're going to look at one of these three, okay, and you'd see exactly what the roadmap is. All right, and just to reiterate, the World Economic Forum also projected, if you look at the report, it projected that these roles are likely to grow by an additional 30 to 35% from what it is now. So, like what my mentor would say, okay, yesterday was the best time to get into tech. All right, the next best time is now. This is the next best time for you to make that choice and get into the tech space. Yesterday was the best time. Today is the next best time. Tomorrow is not a choice. Okay? Tomorrow is not a choice. So get started now and get yourself, the best set of opportunities out there. Now, what's the job of a data analyst? All right. So I'll tell you who a data analyst is, and then I'll bring up one of our current participants who will join us anytime soon. I'll bring her up and she would share her experience with us. Okay, she's going to show us one of our projects, um, and she'll tell us her experience. She'll share with us her experience. She's going to join us anytime soon, and I'll call her up. So, but while that is happening, let me tell you about the job of a data analyst. Now, for us to understand the job of a data analyst, because before you choose any career path, you need to understand what the job really entails. Okay, does it align with your interest? With your long-term goal, and how what does it entail so that you can choose. Network is disturbing. Guys, can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Some people are saying network is disturbing. I'm just checking in. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, Adeoye, what you need to do is fill in the attendance form. Every single thing I've said today, you would get it. Okay, and I'm still going to say more. I've not even started. Okay, don't worry, I'm not joking. I've started, uh, and we've actually made progress. All right. So now, for you to understand the job of a data analyst, you need to know that there are four types of data of analytics, right? You have the descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. And the job of a data analyst would always hover around the first two types, okay? Descriptive and diagnostic analytics. Okay, the job of a data analyst would hover around these first two types. So the question now is, what is descriptive analytics and what is diagnostic analytics? All right, that's the question. Now, descriptive analytics is analysis. Okay, so guys, let's ensure that our microphone is muted, please, so we don't disrupt the flow of the class. Now, descriptive analytics, yeah, is the kind of analysis you do to tell a story. So if you're very good at telling stories, okay, you want to narrate what happened, just know that that's one of the job of a data analyst. And to help you do this, you create charts, visual representation of the data. Okay, you create charts that look like this to help explain and buttress your points. Okay, now we had category A, B, C in our product. Category B did the best in terms of revenue. All right, category B did the best in terms of revenue, and these are that's simply what descriptive analytics is. No long story. How about diagnostic? So diagnostic is now when you say, oh, what happened to C? Okay, because C is the lowest, it piques your interest. It piques your interest, and then you want to ask more questions. Why? Why did C not perform well? So the moment you now, filter down to C and start to dig deep into why C, had the lowest, then what you are doing is diagnostic analytics. Okay, sort of like a doctor. You go to meet a doctor, you say you have headache, and the doctor asks you, "What do you do for a living?" And then you tell the doctor, um, you know, um, I'm a, whatever you tell the doctor what you do for a living, and then the doctor says, I think you need some rest. I think you need this. I think you need to do that. And you may be wondering, what does what I do for a living have to do with my headache? What the doctor is trying to do is to try to use other parts of your life to explain why you have an headache. So, and that's exactly what you do with diagnostic analytics. So you look into other parts of the data to try to explain that area of concern that you have. All right, that's simply what diagnostic analytics is, and that's your job as a data analyst. And what you need to learn as a data analyst, very simple. Okay, after knowing what the career path entails, that's introduction to data analytics, you need to learn Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel, very fundamental to Microsoft Excel, very fundamental. That's the very first thing you need to learn. Then you need to learn one of these three next. One of these three, okay? They are all data visualization tools. Okay, I'll just write data viz here. Okay, they are all data visualization and business intelligence tools. Okay, one of them is enough, but what we've done in this program is to add all three of them to the cart. All three of them are there for you for the data analytics program, and this is so as to put you at that pedestal that projects you as a top talent in the job market. Remember, you're going global. Okay, you're going global, so you need to project yourself as a top talent. So you have a variety, right? Microsoft Power BI, okay, Tableau, and Looker Studio. All right, and Looker Studio. So the BI in Power BI simply means business intelligence. So this is one of the tools you need to learn to become a business intelligence analyst. Who remembers business intelligence analyst from the World Economic Forum? Who remembers that? Business intelligence analyst. If you were here when I mentioned it, you remember I mentioned business intelligence analyst. Why I said BI analyst for short. Okay. Now you need to learn SQL also. SQL. Now SQL is like a storage tank. Okay, but instead of you having water in this storage tank, it is data that you have inside. Okay, and SQL would allow you to communicate with this storage system so that you can extract the data that you need for your analysis. Okay, so that you extract the data that you need for your analysis, and it is super easy. Okay, super easy. All right, super easy. Now it's not a physical storage system, it's digital. Okay, so yes, I said a water tank, but it's not an actual water tank. All right, so it's a digital storage system where data is stored securely, and then you go there and you extract your data. You can even connect to this database directly. Okay, and last but not the least, you have Chat GPT for data analytics. We've moved into the era of AI, so you also need to level up. Okay, you need to level up to speed up your tasks using AI. So you can focus more on solving problems rather than reinventing formulas or functions that you can easily generate from ChatGPT. Also, you can use it to debug errors. So you have errors, you can use it as a diagnostic tool to diagnose what issues you have. Akinola, I can see your hand up if you want to type in the chat box if you want to say something so that I will just pick it up from there. My team members are on board also, and they'll be happy to you know uh, take your questions. All right. I hope it doesn't matter if one first degree does not tally. It doesn't matter. You don't need any prior experience. Okay, I've worked with stay-at-home moms who are out of job for like 4 years. Okay, 4 years. I've worked with people who have no degree. Okay, I've worked with people who are elderly. Okay, and these are people who have gone on to get a tech job. All right. So the tech world is all about PAP. Okay. Proficiency. If you are good at it, you get it. If you have the requisite skills, you would get it. Okay. So Excel and one should one be good at. Okay. Excel, all these things you can see on my screen. Okay. Excel, Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, SQL, and Chat GPT. All right, you can see their icons down below. And once you do this, okay, you instantly get yourself the opportunity to earn between 62 to 100K dollars globally. Okay, and this has since changed. I've had this for a long time, so this would have increased by now. Okay, and I'll just quickly pull up. I'll quickly pull up Glassdoor. Okay, let me pull up Glassdoor to show you what that looks like. Okay, let me pull up Glassdoor. So let's go to Glassdoor. Where is Glassdoor? Okay, so let's go to Glassdoor, glassdoor.com. So go to glassdoor.com, click on salaries, and then you can type in the you can type in the career path that you that you are looking at. Let's say business analyst. I've used data analyst before. Let's use business analyst this time. Okay, business analyst. Okay, and let's type remote. So I love remote. If you love remote work too, type remote in there. Okay, so I'll select remote US and click on search. And that brings me the salary range of a business analyst. It gives me the salary range of a business analyst for remote work. And it's about 98 to 170K dollars yearly. Okay, on a yearly basis. This is the opportunity you stand. You can filter, okay, to 0 to 1 year of experience, okay, and you can filter to specific industries. And that's what makes this platform a very good resource for you to do your research before you step into any tech job interview. Because you may be asked, what is your salary expectation? So you want to tell them you've done your homework, and in that particular industry and locality, you have I mean that this is the particular salary range, so they know that you have done your homework. So let's just pick insurance. Somebody says I work in microfinance. Let's pick insurance, for example. Okay, let's pick insurance and see how much you are open to in that particular industry. All right, globally now, guys, globally, not locally, globally. So Akinola says, good evening and thank you for your presentation. I'm working with the microfinance bank as a data analyst, but we only use Excel to work. But I'm ready to dive into business analyst. Fantastic. So yes, you get jobs like that you only use Excel. Okay, but with time, you always want to add to your toolkit. Okay, and that's what keeps you relevant in any organization. And that's what I tell my mentees. Oh, you use just Excel to work? Fine, that's good, but don't get comfy, because the moment the recruiter sees someone who can add an extra value to the team, they move. Okay, or that person overtakes you in the value chain. You don't want that to happen. So you want to constantly improve yourself as a professional, and this is even after you've gotten a job. Now, you following the roadmap that we have even gives you a head start, even if you are just starting out. Okay, so just to show you what it looks like. So for the one that also asked, oh, which one of them brings more money? You can check there yourself and see what we have. It's a 3 month journey with us here at Nebians Analytics, and you also stand the chance to get a minimum of 1 month internship opportunities with some of our partners. All right. And your classes are usually during the weekends, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So earlier today, we had some classes that were on, for 3 hours. You have an instructor in that particular class working on a real world project. So you're coming to class to gain that real world experience, okay, so that you can hit the ground running. And you find yourself in front of any tech recruiter, you can tell them about that experience. Okay, you tell them about that experience like a work experience, and that is what helps you get that role. On Sundays, you have what we call DID videos. Now, DID videos are short set of videos, okay, bite-sized videos that introduces you to basic concepts ahead of class the following Saturday. So you have these videos provided to you, and all you need to do is sit and watch over the week. You can spread it across the week, and then you come to class with some knowledge, and that helps you work effectively with the instructor to solve to tackle real world projects. Okay, to tackle real world projects. So, and we've done this so that it's a self-paced, you know, mixture of a self-paced and an instructor-led learning um, learning framework. All right, and that way you are able to find a balance. All right, how about the remaining two types of analytics? You have the predictive and the prescriptive, and that is the job of the data scientist. Okay, that's the job of the data scientist. But before I talk about the job of the data scientist, I want to ask Lebora, are you here now? Have you joined us? Hi, Lebora, are you here? Just you can raise your hand if you are here, so I can bring you up to speak. Hi, Lebora, are you here now? Okay, so I think Lebora would join us anytime soon. Okay, Libra will join us anytime soon. I'll do all to prompt you once Deborah joins, so she can take the floor and show us what she's been able to do. All right. So I think I'll check back after I present who a data scientist actually is. Now, the data scientist focuses on predictive and prescriptive analytics. Okay, so how can someone get experience and you are just new to the job? The way you get experience is by working directly with experienced professionals who would hold your hand and work on real world projects. So they bring their own experience in form of a project, you work on that, and that is how you gain experience. So you don't have to spend 2 years, okay? You don't have to spend 2 years and trying to get into the space like myself. All you need to do is you focus on real world projects, and that's what lands you your role. Okay, that's what lands you your role. All right. Somebody says, sorry for joining late, Lagos traffic. Hope I've not missed a lot. Okay, you haven't missed a lot. Okay, so what you want to do is fill in the attendance form and you get a recording. Okay, you get a recording, but you still want to stay, you want to stay to the end, so you don't watch the recording and you say, oh, see what I missed in the session. So stick around to the end. All right, so now for the data scientists, they focus more on prediction. Okay, they focus more on prediction. Okay, now prediction simply is looking into what is likely going to happen. All right, what is likely going to happen. Guys, you get to work on real world projects right from your classes. Don't worry, I'll show you the classroom. If you stick around long enough, I'll show you what the classroom looks like. You see the kind of projects that you know um, our participants have worked on. Okay, Lebra is also going to join us anytime soon and tell us and show us the project that she worked on that landed her a role, and she joined us just this month. She joined us earlier this month and she has gotten an offer, okay, with her very first dashboard. Her very first dashboard, she got that offer, okay. So she'll be joining us soon and presenting to us to see, and you see exactly um, how she was able to accomplish that, okay. All right, all right. So let's go ahead now. Um, As a data scientist, you are focusing on predictive analytics. What does predictive analytics mean? You are looking to project into the future. Okay. So let's assume this is January and this is December for the year 2024. Okay. So from this point, you want to start projecting into the future what is likely going to happen for the year 2025, okay, given what has already happened. So as a data scientist, you're going to be making predictions into the future and trying to trying to um ascertain what is likely going to happen. Okay, and that's simply what predictive analytics is. You build algorithms that help you do this. All right. And that's not all. You have prescriptive analytics. So just like a doctor, the prescriptive analytics, you know, helps you come up with specific action plans for the organization to take. Okay. So, and this is where you start to make assumptions. Oh, what if we did not have this downfall, in the month of August? Okay, what if this was like this? Okay, what would have been our projections? All right. So you want to now carry out this and simply project into the future, and you come up with an action plan, and that is your prescriptive analytics. You try different scenarios. That's what your job as a data scientist is. And as a data scientist, what you need to learn is, first off, just as you've now known what the job entails as a data scientist, you need to learn introduction to data science, then predictive analytics with Excel. Excel for predictive analytics. Okay, you use Excel for predictive analytics, and then you'll get to learn statistics as well. Okay, now statistics not like in the university, but statistics like it is used the job on the job. So the professionals will show you exactly how they get to use statistics on the job, so that when you find yourself in an organization and they tell you, oh, as a data scientist, can you help us understand our customers more so that we can target them more specifically? You can carry that out. You can use statistics to crunch their data for them and tell them, look, um, your average customer age is 30, okay? But the reason why it's 30 is because you have some very old folks amongst them. So if we remove those old folks, your actual average would be around 25. So target your customers, target those who are around age 25, and they are likely to um, double your revenue in 1 year. Okay. Now these are the kind of things you'd use statistics to do. As simple as your mean median mode. Do you remember your mean median mode from primary school? Mean median mode, guys. Do you remember mean median mode from primary six? Do you remember that, guys? Uh, where is it? Yeah, your mean median mode, exactly. So as small as mean median mode, back then we used to say, what was the use of mean median mode? Okay, very useful in understanding, your data. Very useful. It helps you understand if there's any anomaly. You can use it to detect any abnormality in your data. Okay, you can use it to tell, what your data looks like. And when I say what your data looks like, your data could be about your customers, it could be about your product, it could be about your price points, it could be about your sales. You can use statistics to know more about them and come up with insights. Tableau for analytics. You get to learn Tableau for analytics. It helps you visualize data. It helps you visualize data, and you are able to tell a story just like the data um, analyst. Okay, just like the data analyst. Okay, so you then get to learn SQL. I already talked about SQL earlier today. Okay, data storage system, where you get to you know where you get to extract your data from for analysis. Okay, for analysis. And then your bread and butter is Python. Okay, Python. You learn Python starting from the very basics. You learn the syntax. Okay, then you go to data types and data structures. Then you start to get your hands dirty with some libraries, some very famous libraries in data science, and you work your way up the ladder. Okay, you work your way up the ladder. All right. So Libera is here. I'll just complete this particular part for data science, and I'll bring Libera up to she'll show us our dashboard. She'll tell us what her experience was and how she landed that particular offer with her very first dashboard. Okay, so you get to learn GitHub for version control. So GitHub allows you to keep track of the codes that you're writing, because there may be a situation where you need to go back to the first version that you wrote because that one performed very well. And you don't want to do that by rewriting your code from scratch. Okay, so you want to you want to use GitHub to keep track of each of the versions, and that helps you ease your work. Finally, ChatGPT for data science, and I tell people it has never been better to become a data scientist. All right, because of the advent of tools like ChatGPT that helps you out with um, specific codes, debugging your codes, and all of that. All right. So also a 3-month journey um, with an additional 1 month of internship opportunity, 1 to 2 months, 2 months to be specific. And the class structure is just as I have mentioned for the data analyst as well. Okay, I have a class on Saturdays, and then you have what you call the DID videos, which are the self-paced videos on Sundays, preparing you ahead of class the following weekend. All right. So now, before I explain who a business analyst is and also ask you which one you choose, hi, Lebora, how are you doing today? So, Lebora, I'm going to make you co-host, all right, so that you can unmute, turn on your video, and share your screen. Okay. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to do that. So, guys, I want you to stay attentive and listen to Lebora. I'll bring her up now. So, Lebra, please don't drop off the call. Okay. So I'm going to add you as co-host. All right. Okay. Somebody removed you. Okay. So you've been added as co-host. So do you want to talk? Do you want to?
Good evening, Mr. Mohammed.
Yeah. Good
and
evening,
good
Lebra.
evening to everyone on the call. I hope I'm quite audible. Please, if you can hear me clearly, a thumbs up. If you can hear me clearly, a thumbs up. Okay, fantastic. And just to let you all know, you are in the right place. So before I share, I will just say a few things. I've been on this data analyst journey for a while now, trying to get it right. I won't call names, but I've been on organizations where I've even paid more than they don't know that. So maybe I should not say that so that they don't come and tell me to add money to the money I paid to them. So I've been on organizations where I paid more than what they charged me and I still didn't get it right. So when I was just talking with a friend, they had even started. They had done the first week when I was having a conversation with a friend, and she's like, these people, they are highly recommended. And try it. I said, okay, I have I have one small cash to spare. I pray this one too in all ways too. I've wasted how many in the last 2 years I've been trying to get this thing, and I'm really passionate about it. So she was like, no, they're very good. She's doing the business analyst and her first experience has been awesome. I said, okay. I'm an educator by profession. And because she was a teacher talking to me, I was like, okay, means she understands that, what it means to engage. So I reached out. I was 1 week behind and I paid. But thank God for the DID videos. They are fantastic. That's one benefit you would get on this platform. The DID videos are, in fact, even before class, you would have become a professional using the DID videos alone. So that helped me to catch up with my first class. And yes, the hand holding was fantastic. Hand holding, as in call them up at any time, they respond. Whatever your challenge is, they respond. They'll be willing to fix that session with you to put you through with whatever challenge you're having. That's one thing, credit I give to them. So when we had to Oh, I obviously have the teacher voice. Yes, I'm a teacher by profession. So when I started off, and then in fact, the way they were teaching me, self, I got, like I said, I'm a teacher. So when I see a professional that knows how to engage their student, trust me, I know one. And I can tell you that if you come here, you know, Sabi, this data analysis, maybe your village people, they follow you. Let me put it that way. So my first class alone was already like, wow, thanks to Mr. Odafe, I was like, this guy know what they do. I'm a teacher now, so I can judge. So you can ask them, I was already gingering them, like, please send me work, send me work, send me projects. I need to get my hands dirty. I need to start doing something. I was reaching out to them on every class, and then they kept challenging us. So thank you for that. So at the end of the day, I only did 2 weeks. It was a 3 weeks that had gone, but I had just only done 2 weeks because I wasn't there for the first week. But I was able to create a dashboard for the first time. And when I did the dashboard, I uploaded it on ChatGPT to grade it for me. ChatGPT graded me 8 out of 10. I was like, this thing is going on LinkedIn. It can't stay in my laptop. 8 out of 10. First one. I'm already a pro. So I shared on LinkedIn. Long story short, like I said, I'm an educator. I had someone that I had told I was going to resign, and I wanted to go into data analysis. He follows me on LinkedIn. So I posted, he saw my post on LinkedIn, and he reached out to me and said, Mrs. Olawale, we need to talk. I have a project with a school. I'm supposed to do data analysis for them and all that. And I want you to come on board with me on that project. Now, for me, it was mind-blowing because I never complete course. I don't they collect my money back. So I have not finished my course. So my course is still plenty because we just started Power BI today. So my journey is still far, but I have gotten my money back. So yes, thank you to Nabient. Trust me, I would recommend you any day, anytime, anywhere. So I'm going to share my dashboard so that we're not talking plenty, and you all can see what they have done for me in my life. Let me use that word. So it's just give me a minute and I would have that up. So let me have a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Let me have a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, good. Thank you. So this is my first dashboard. Oops, did my laptop go off on me? Can someone give me my charger? My laptop has gone off. I was asking you guys to give me my charger before. I told you people to give me my laptop charger.
Okay. I'm sure she'll come back. Okay. I'm sure she'll be back. It was, I mean, I was anticipating her sharing her screen. So she'll be back. Once she gets back, I'm sure she will notify myself and we'll bring her up again. Okay. So you heard on which platform did she create the dashboard? She used the Excel, Microsoft Excel, okay, to create a dashboard. Don't worry, she'll come and tell you by herself. She'll come back and tell you.
Okay, sorry,
All right, so I think
everyone.
she's
I
back.
don't know what happened. I don't know why my system just went off on me.
No problem.
So let me
Do you want
just
to share
share again.
Okay. All right.
Okay, can you all see my screen now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good. Thank you. So this is my first dashboard, and I'm just going to play around with a few things for you to see on my dashboard, so you know that it's working. It's not story. So you can see my dashboard clearly. Sorry, let me do this. Okay, good. So you get to see it from the beginning. So let's say, for example, I go pressing on the 2022 here. Now you will notice that everything on my dashboard has had, if you were paying attention to the figures, you'll see that there's a bit of a change. It's not showing what it was immediately because it's only showing the data for 2022. Now, if I go under the category and I press clothing, you're also going to see a change in my dashboard. So this is something that's, oh, sorry. Okay, good. So basically this is it. Now, how did I come through this process? Like I said, it's Excel. So you can see
Hi,
that it's
Deborah.
an Excel
Sorry to
sheet.
interrupt.
Yes, sir.
I think quite a number of people cannot see your screen. So do you want to
Oh,
stop sharing and share again?
okay, let me do that.
Yeah, you can stop sharing it and share again. Let's see. You have to fix it. I can see your screen, but I'm not sure why others can't.
Oops. Why is
No
this
problem.
not?
You can just share again. All right.
Okay. Sorry, my
Yeah. But if you could see Libera's screen before she unshared, type I could see it so that we know that some people could see it, not just alone. So if you could see our screen before she unshared, type I could see. Okay. Okay, quite a number of people could see your screen. All right. So you can just share again and I think it's that, yeah, it could be their network. So Libera, I think you are fine. Okay, you are fine. So just go ahead and share.
okay.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute because I don't know what's wrong with this.
Okay, no problem.
And I don't want to have to switch to the other laptop. I'm not sure if I have this file on the other laptop. Can you see?
It's not up yet.
Okay, I'm sharing. I hope it comes up.
Okay, should come up anytime soon. Okay, yes, coming up now.
Okay.
Speaker.
Okay, good. So if you can see my screen, please give me a thumbs up so I know that people can see my screen. Okay, thank you. So this is my screen and is Excel. So that's the first thing we've looked at. Don't worry, when we do the Power BI, trust me. If you go and follow me on LinkedIn, you'll see my Power BI on very soon. So this is Excel. And yes, this is where the journey started from. So this is my pivot table. This is where we're able to put all the data together and we're able to create the charts. So now let me do this. So I just want to show you something. So this is like an example. Let's say I want to do this for clothing. I'm trying to create, a layout. So you could just create anything depending on what you want. And this, I'm just playing around with it so this is like how we came about all those charts and everything that you're seeing on the dashboard. There's a lot to this, which I might not be able to do now, but this is just a few of it. You can change the color. You can do a whole lot with this. I won't be able to go into all of that right now because of time. But basic point I'm trying to say is if you're considering coming on board, please don't waste time. Come on board. If in 2 weeks I could walk around this, if I could create this, if I could understand how to use all of this in 2 weeks. So this is the table we worked with. So if I could understand how to play around with Excel and be able to create a dashboard that has earned me a job right now that is giving me back my money even before I finish the course, trust me, you're in the right place. And like I said, I'm a teacher. So when I see a good tutor, I can tell you I have seen one. And yes, they're excellent tutors on this course. They're very patient. In fact, let me just give you one small gist. I remember one class that somebody kept dragging us back. Me, the teacher side of me was almost coming out like, Kilo de, are you a baby? Are you not understanding this small thing? And I was just looking at the guy. God bless Mr. Odafe. He was so calm and so patient and so going over it and going over it and going over it like 10 times before the person got it. He made sure about that. He had to tell us, please, oh, don't be offended. Oh, we have to try and support her to make sure she gets it. And she got it. And to tell you the truth, all of us in my cohort, we built, in fact, there was somebody that when I saw his own dashboard, I was like, should I go and redo my own? Because this guy's dashboard is catching my eye. So that's the wonderful thing about them. They're fantastic. You would be very, very glad that you're part of the team. Beyond even training us on Excel, one of the things they have been able to teach us is how to position ourselves out there for people that want your service. Like I said, it was because of their mentorship. I was able to position myself that somebody has seen me. As I'm talking to you, someone else still called me again this evening. We're still talking, you know. So it is their, their mentorship is mind-blowing. I'm a techie person, but there are a lot of things I have gotten, even CV. In fact, I was just telling myself, I said, if I'd known this guy since, even the way I would have been carrying my CV like this, and when people will look at my CV, they'll pay me 1 billion, when I'm asking for it. So it's beyond even the data analysis, how to position yourself out there for people to see you, for people to come for you. That's something that is also priceless for me. So thank you, everyone. And I'm looking forward to you being part of our team. I'm looking forward to you joining us. And I'm looking forward to you doing better than I am also doing right now. Trust me, if I'm coming from an education background and I'm able to excel this way, there's nothing you cannot do. Like they say, what God cannot do does not exist. What Nebiat cannot do does not exist. So thank you. It was great having a conversation with every one of you. God bless you all.
Fantastic one. Fantastic one. Thank you very much, Deborah, for your time. Okay, I knew you had to leave off one or two things to join us here today, and I'm sure those of us who have listened and seen you got value for their time as well. Okay, so
Thank you.
yeah, thank you for your time.
See you all. Good night.
Yeah, good night. So just before you drop off, you can hang
Okay.
on a while so that my team member can um revoke the co-host badge.
Oh,
If they
okay. Okay,
just
please. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so I will notify you once that is done. Okay. All right. So thank you once again. Okay. I'll share my screen now. Okay, I'll share my screen now, and we will continue. All right. So I think so Libra, I think you are free to go now. Um, you are free to go now to go to other things. So thank you very much once again. Okay. So you heard from her. You heard. Okay. So we're still on a journey. Okay. You said she's a tutor herself. All right, brilliant. All right. So now, who is a business analyst? Okay. And not to take much of our time anymore so that we can wrap up. Okay, who is a business analyst? Now, a business analyst, okay, is the one who mediates between two people. Don't worry, let me tell you this as a story. All right. So you have two groups of people. These two groups of people, if they were to interact with themselves directly, there will be fights. In fact, yesterday I just finished settling one myself. I just finished settling one myself between business owners and some web developers. So to facilitate that discussion between business owners and technical guys, you as a business analyst, you are needed. Okay, you are needed. So you see these business owners, okay, the CEO, COOs, this is the CEO. He has a company, he wants to build a website, he needs the website to do specific things for him. Okay, you as the business analyst, okay, you communicate that to a group of developers. So you have developers working with you. Okay. And this could be in an organization, it could be in a firm. You are the business analyst, right? So you would be the one to communicate what the needs of these people to the developers and ensure that the developers create what they need and it meets the expectation and the deadline that this CEO or business owner has set. Okay, so you are that middleman, and to effectively do your job, you are a very good communicator. So you can communicate in a very clear manner. Your interpersonal relationship is very good. If that describes you, then you want to look at the business analysis career path. And what we've done with the business analysis career path is that we've included a bit of data analytics, and that's because you now have roles. Recruiters are now looking for business analysts that have a touch of data. So we've included Excel, Power BI, and SQL, which is the basic thing you need to become a data analyst, right? That's a data analyst, that's what. So we infused it into the business analysis program. And then once you're done with that aspect, you go straight into core business analysis frameworks like SDLC, software development lifecycle. Now you are not coding, you are not developing a software, you simply need to understand the life cycle a software passes through to come to life. And because you understand it, you understand these technical guys, you understand what they are doing, and then you can also effectively communicate what they are doing back to the business owners. All right. Gap analysis. Now you get employed into organizations and they'll tell you, we are here, we need to move to there, move us there. Okay, so you between where the company is and where the company wants to move to, and when I say move, I mean in terms of performance, revenue, profit, and all of that. Okay, you want to measure the gap. What do we need to move from point A to point B? And gap analysis allows you to do that. Okay, process mapping. Okay, process mapping is simply you mapping out how your organization creates a product or a service. Okay. Think of movies where you have, a bunch of robbers who are preparing to go bust a bank. You know what? There's always that scene where they all gather around a table and then they map out their process, how they're going to move from point A to B and do stuff here and there. That is exactly what process mapping is. Okay. And to help you do that, you use draw.io. All right. We also have the agile methodology. Now, this agile methodology is the is the big thing for you. Okay. And that's me. Agile methodology simply, allows you to deliver product incrementally, meaning bit by bit, rather than all at once. Because you may design something and say, oh, I'm not going to inform the business owners where we are now. Let's finish first. Then you finish and then you present and then they tell you this is not what we want. That's time wasted. So agile methodology saves you that stress. So you do it, you deliver the project incrementally at specific points because you understand software development life cycle. And that way, if there's any need for any change, that change can be made while on the project and you still meet the deadline. So that's your job as a business analyst. And last but not the least, documenting a product requirement document. So this is going to save you a whole lot of stress. I told you I just finished settling a fight yesterday. Okay, not necessarily a fight, just a misunderstanding between the business owners and one of the developers. All right. So and that's why I always tell people, do not speak if you're a business owner, do not speak directly to a developer. Okay, you go through a business analyst, and are that's why you are relevant as a business analyst. Okay, so The business analyst is meant to facilitate that whole process. And it's a 3 month journey you'd also go through. You also get internship opportunities once you complete your program. You get a class on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. Classes held today as well. All right. Sundays, you get what we call your DID videos. You heard Libera talk about the DID videos when she was speaking. All right. So she talked about the DID videos, and these DID videos help you prepare ahead of the next class. So you jump on the next class and you are able to participate in the real world project. All right. So let me tell you about what some of the people who have passed through our program and gone on to get value. That's Libera. You saw Libera just now. Okay, I've included her. I included this in our slide just today because you got the news, and this is Ayobami. Ayobami is one of our facilitators and senior data associate here, and very fantastic, experienced professional. Worked directly with Libera in coming up with this dashboard, and you saw what happened. So this was the post she made. Okay, this was the post she made, and that's one of the things that we encourage you to do. So Ayobami specifically ensured that she posted it, and she posted it and got that offer. So imagine she did not post it. Okay, so these are the things, and that's why we say it is a proof of work. Okay, not a proof of concept. You must show your what? Who can remind me? You must show your what? You must show your what? What did we agree on? What did we say you must show again? At the beginning of the session, if we're here at the beginning of the session, show your, who's gonna help me? Workings, exactly. Show your workings. So she showed her workings and she got result. Brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. So you have tons and tons of them. Okay, we have so many of them. This is Amaka joined one of our programs. One good thing about Amaka, and I want you to go to our YouTube page. There are tons of testimonials in there that you want to go through. Our YouTube page, our Instagram, there are tons there. All right. So you want to go there, listen to them. I would have loved to play every single one of them to you. All right. Every single one of them so that you can, you know, listen to them yourself and hear what they had to say. One acre, one good thing about one acre I love to talk about is she was the mother of triplets. Triplets. She had triplets. She was out of job. She didn't know what to do. She reached out to us, walked her through what she was meant to do. And what was the game changer for her was our mentorship program. You heard Lebra mention mentorship as well. Okay, that's the game changer. And she went on to get a remote job. She's currently working with the firm in the US as an assistant service analyst. You also have Beatrice. You also have Magdalene. Again, I would have loved to play. If you click on this play button, it takes you directly to their videos and you can watch and listen to them and hear what they had to say. Okay, these are some of the engagements on our WhatsApp group. So when you join the classroom, you'll be in a WhatsApp group alongside like minds, and you get to rub minds. You can see what I had to say concerning the DID videos. Okay, self-explanatory. The pace is also normal, not too fast, not too slow. No ambiguous grammar. Okay, no ambiguous grammar. So these are, and that's because we understand the kind of people who we are looking to help, and we are tailoring the whole program to suit you. Okay, so moving forward, now I want to ask you which of these three career paths, based on what we've said so far, which of these three do you want to be? You want to become a data analyst, a data scientist, or a business analyst? Type in the chat, and then we move to the next phase of today's session. Okay, we're almost wrapping up. Okay, we'll move to the conclusive phase of today's session. Type in the chat box which of these three career paths would you choose if you were to choose? Choose one. Okay, type it in the chat. Data analyst, the data analyst, um, the business analysts are winning. No data scientists. Okay, who is winning? Data science. Can we do both data analyst and data science? That's absolutely possible. Okay, but you cannot do it at the same time. So what you do is you start with one, all right, because it's going to be intensive and immersive, and that way you are able to get value. So you finish one and then you go to the next. So that's how it works. All right, fantastic. Anyone that pays higher. So Victoria, it's good to follow the money, okay? I mean, one of the reasons I transitioned into tech was for the money. But after experiencing it, don't just chase the money. The money is already there automatically. Whether you want it to become a data analyst or a business analyst or a data scientist. So what you now want to, since the money is already there, there's no need to chase the money anymore. So what you want to really chase is where you would feel more comfortable. Okay, else you find yourself doing something that you don't like to do. Okay, so what you want to do is understand each of the career paths and make a choice. Money is there. Okay, so that's a guarantee. So yeah, exactly. um Virtual assistant is under which one? You are not a virtual assistant, okay? Virtual assistants don't make as much as business analysts. I mean, if you want to say which of these three career paths earns the most, is the business analyst. Okay. I mean, you as a business analyst would hire a virtual assistant. All right. You would hire a virtual assistant, not working as a virtual assistant. Blah, blah, blah. So this is a big cake, not it's a big cake, not a virtual assistant kind of job. Okay. So you're not a virtual assistant, you're a business analyst, you're a big girl, you're a tech sis, you're a tech bro. If you choose that career path, which is better to do first. Okay, you can start out with data analytics. All right, done. Just to answer that question. Okay, so let's keep the questions coming in, and let me go to the conclusive phase. So in this conclusive phase, okay, this is why I say that is not all. So all those juicy packages you heard Lebra talk of, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So let me go into a bit more details. Now, once you get technical prowess, that's not enough for you to get your first tech job. It is just halfway down the line. Now, the other 50% that completes the package for you is what you have on my screen now. Okay, we have our mentorship sessions. You heard Liberal talk about our mentorship sessions. And in those mentorship sessions, we help you assess your CV. So how should your CV look like as a tech bro, as a tech sis? All right. How should your CV look like as a tech professional? Okay. My screen is not showing. You might want to check your network. I want to believe my screen is visible. If you can see my screen, type Crystal. Just type Crystal. Type Crystal in the chat. If you can see my screen, type Crystal in the chat so that people know. Yeah, so you can see people typing Crystal. So Paul, what you want to do is this. Okay, check your network. Okay, try reloading the page, see what you can do, or simply try another device and let's see if that fixes it. All right. Okay, but one thing you want to do before you step out is fill the attendance form if you haven't done so already. Okay, so CV assessment. Okay, there's what we call the ATS. ATS is like a robot that scans your CV before a recruiter even takes a look at it. How does your CV get past the ATS? Teach you how to do that. All right. We teach you how to do that so you can give yourself the best chance to get a job interview. LinkedIn profile revamp. I can overemphasize how your personal brand would affect your journey. It can accelerate your journey 10 times. Okay? You could be the next person to get a job 1 week into the program. Okay? Like Lebora. All right. So what you want to do is you get this LinkedIn profile revamp from us, and that way you are able to boost your personal brand. Okay, you're able to boost your personal brand so that once you post on LinkedIn, a lot of people engage, a lot of people get to see you, and you are likely to get called for an offer directly. Okay, they could do an interview just for formality, right? You have Upwork profile revamp. Upwork is a platform where you can easily get remote jobs, especially for US-based companies and clients. Okay, so you get an Upwork profile revamp. Again, what sells you on Upwork is your portfolio project plus your your portfolio project plus your application strategy. Okay, your application strategy and your portfolio get you the job. Easy peasy. You get both here at Nebiat. Interview preparation. You have an interview coming up. All you need to do is to reach out to us and we prepare you for that interview and you get a head start. Okay, so you can preempt some of the questions that the recruiters are likely going to ask, and that way you are able to answer effectively. TSS, technical support session. One of the things that make people drop off once they start is because they don't have that support, that necessary support that they need to get past a particular hurdle. You get stuck somewhere. You heard Lebra mention. You get stuck somewhere, you have somebody that jumps on the call with you every single week to ensure that uh, you don't have any blockers. Plus, you have a specific problem, somebody's there for you to attend to you. Okay. And then you have a lifetime access to all your materials. So all your recordings, all your class recordings, all the materials you used in class. If you stick around a bit more, I'll show you what the class looks like. Like I said, you know you have that lifetime access to all of these, and even after the program you can still make use of this. Now on top of all of this, you have access to our 1 to 2 months internship opportunities with some of our partners, and you also have reference and recommendation letters. So you get a job or you get an offer, you need somebody to vouch for you, which is very popular. you know we write that compelling recommendation letter for you that captivates your potential recruiter even more. Okay, and but you get access to this lifetime. So we won't tell you that, oh, you finish your program, okay, so you need to pay extra to get recommendation. That's not going to happen. Okay, the moment you decide to commit to Nebiant Analytics, it's a lifelong relationship we are looking to build with you. All right, to see to it that you get that job. Okay. Um, we've also featured on Tech Kabbalah and Business Day. These are top tech boards, and they've reiterated the fact that we've been able to help, Africans, and our passion of helping Africans get into the tech space. I've included the links below here in the um, slides. All you need to do once you get it, you do well to click on this link and you get access. So the big question, what next? What next for you? Very simple. I'm going to walk you through it. All you need to do right now is you register with us at Nebiat Analytics, like Lebora mentioned. Okay. And you start to get proficient in the technical part and as well as the soft skills. Okay, how to communicate, how to do stuff, how to present and all of that. And then you apply to jobs. Okay, how do you apply to jobs? You apply to jobs, build your personal brand, and that lands you your first tech job. That lands you your first tech job. Now we have our next class starting next week. Okay, you have our next class starting next week, 7th of September. Okay, and registration is closing. Doors are closing very fast. Okay, next week you can start this journey, and by the end of next month, you could have landed yourself the first tech job as well. Okay, so what you want to do, okay, what you want to do right now is you want to join this class. Join this class, get yourself started. Like I always say, yesterday was better for you to start. Today, right now, is the next best time. All right. Now, for you to join the program, okay, either the data analytics, data science, or the business analysis program, it costs a sum of 320,000 naira. But for those of you on this call right now, for the first 10 of you, on this call right now, first 10 people to commit right now, I'll give it to you at a discounted price of 250,000 naira. 250,000 naira. You gain access to all the things we have said before now: lifetime access, mentorship, all the technical aspects, including access to the professionals that would work directly with you. Okay, or including all the professionals that work directly with you. So, and if you are opting for these discounted slots, okay, if you are opting for these discounted slots, you can do that in two installments, okay, two installments, 150,000 naira. You can pay on 150,000 naira, and you're sure to get yourself started by 7th of September. Okay, and then 1 month into the program, you then balance up with 100,000 naira, and that seals the deal for you and ensures that you gain access to all our offerings and the all the lifetime offers. Okay, so if you want to lock down the discount with as low as 150,000 naira right now, all you need to do is send a direct transfer here. Okay, send a direct transfer to this account that you can see here: Sterling Bank 0098 999 047. I will also show you how to make payments via our link, our main stack link, shortly. Somebody says 250,000 naira in this Nigerian economy. So let me tell you, okay, Akin Fenwa Deborah, if you were here when Deborah was talking, she said she paid even higher at somewhere else and she didn't get value. Okay, now she made an investment of 250,000 naira and she's gotten that money back within 2 weeks of our investment. Now, let me tell you the real thing. You not opting for this right now is more expensive. Is more expensive. Your time, if you don't think time is money, people say time is money. If you wait till next month to start, or you wait till the following month to start, that is you are spending time. Okay, you're spending time, you're going to keep on grappling in Nigerian economy. What you want to do right now is take advantage of this. Okay, people are asking, oh, when is the next class going to start after September? We have classes starting every single month, but here is the thing: if you wait till December, one thing I can assure you by December is that our prices will change. Okay, this price is going to change. Okay, if you're lucky, you get it for 400,000 naira. And even at that, it is still worth your investment. So, like I said, the best time for you is yesterday. The next best time is now. These opportunities don't last long. First 10 people to commit, lock down that discount, and I close it. Okay. So, I'll name of account, please. Um, Sterling Bank, Sterling Bank, Nebiant Analytics, 0098 999 047. 0098 999 047. Sterling Bank. Lock down your discount it as low as 150,000 naira, and then you can balance off 1 month into the program and you get yourself started so you don't tell stories that touch. Okay, Lebra mentioned, if you were here when Lebra was talking, you would agree with me. All right. Um, for one or for all three. Like I said, if you want to take the data analytics program, it costs you 250,000. That's the discounted price right now. If you want to take data science, it costs you 250,000. If you want to take the business analysis program, it costs you 250,000 naira each. So it's a 3 month program. You have internship opportunities after the program. We have partners. We have more in the pipeline coming in, and for us, even if we want to get you into internship, we're looking at paid internship for you. So you want to ensure that you take this opportunity right now. Again, I would hate for you to come next year, because I saw somebody ask, how about next year? What are the projections for next year? Okay. I would hate for you to come next year and our programs are doubled and I'll double the price, and you know, and you're like, oh, I wished I registered last year. Okay. So you don't want that to happen to you. You want to take advantage today. Take advantage today. Itayo has paid. My phone, from my phone, I can see now that there are only 5 slots remaining. So apart from Itayo, 4 other people has paid. 5 more slots to go. I have 4 minutes. Okay, before we shut down this particular call, 5 slots. Who's taking the 5 slots? And I shut down the discount. So the discount is not gonna last forever. First, tell people on this call right now. Okay, having issues with my online banking. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make payments, Adachi. Okay, now what you want to do is I'll share this link with you and you can follow me so that you get one of the slots available for tonight. All right, so I'll share this link with you. I'll put it in the chat box right now. Okay, I'll put it in the chat box. All right, so that is the link, mainstack.me/Nebiant Analytics. Okay, /Nebiant Analytics. Mainstack.me/Nebiant Analytics. All right, so I'll walk you through this. And if you are still having trouble, I want you to follow me if you're having any trouble securing your slot. All right. Now, if you still have this, if you still have issues after you follow me on this, I will tell you what to do. So once you click on that link that I put in the chat, if you look at the chat, you'd see my name, you'd see a link under my name. I put it in the chat again. So click on that link. It should take you to this page that I have in front of me. Okay, so what you want to do is scroll down. Okay, scroll down. You can text us on WhatsApp. Okay, and once you have made payment, you want to come here and fill the form. You want to fill this form, okay, whether you paid via bank transfer or not. So this is our account number. Like I said, 0098 999 047. Okay, 047. All right, 047. Okay, so now for the bank transfer, that's what you want to do, Sterling Bank. Once you are done, fill out this registration form so we have you in our files. You come here, you can select if you want to pay using your card, you can select the program of your choice. Okay, you have data analytics, business analysis, and data science. So I'll click on data analytics, for example. And once you click on data analytics, it brings you to this page. And this is where you scroll down here, you choose. All right, you choose whether you want to pay the full payment of 250,000 naira, which is the current discounted price. Okay, that's the current discounted price. Okay, so what you want to do is you can select either the full payment or the first installment, which is 150. So like I said, 150 gets you started, okay, for 1 month, and then you then balance up later on. So click on add to bag, click on add to bag, click on checkout, then it asks you for details. All you need to do is enter in your name. So I'll enter my name, Mohammed Suleiman, and I'll enter my email, Mohammed@Nebians.com. Okay, and then you select your location, okay, Nigeria, and then I enter in my phone number. Okay, enter in my phone number. Once I enter my phone number, I click on review and pay. So you see all the details, and all you need to do is to click on pay 150,000 naira. Okay, so once you do that, all you need to do is enter your card details, and you get your slots, and you can start with us once the class starts next week. So next week our classes are starting. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity, guys. The best time to start was yesterday. Today is the next best time. Opportunity they say comes but once, but you have your second opportunity staring at you in front of you right now. You don't want to sleep on it. Okay, you can be the next laborer, and we'll be happy to bring you into a session like this to also share your testimony. Okay, so put in this and put in your card details and reserve a slot. Okay, you want to always come back here to fill this payment registration form once you are done. Their classes are virtual. Okay, classes are virtual, fully virtual. And that's simply because we want to reach out to so many Africans. So we have Kenyans on board, we have Ghanaians, have people from South Africa joining our program. You saw Magdalene. If you remember, you saw Magdalene in my testimonial in my slides. She's from Ghana. Okay, she currently works as a business analyst somewhere in the UK. She traveled abroad, you know, and she got that particular. She was able to get a particular job, you know, after getting the skills with us. So what you want to do is secure your slot right now. Okay, guys, secure your slot right now. Don't sleep on it. If you want to work remotely, you want to earn in hard currency, this is what you want to do. Messages reaching me now says one slot is remaining, just one more slot. Who is taking that slot? Who is taking that slot? So for you, um Adachi, Adachi, have you been able to make payments now using your card details? Have you been able to secure that slots? I only know of the numbers that are remaining. I'm not sure who has paid yet. Okay. So are you one of those who have secured your slots? I'm just confirming that. And if you have any issues, okay, if you have any issues, let me know, Adachi. I want to know, Adachi, first, whether you have been able to secure your slot. You can type in the chat. Are you on the call? Yeah, Adachi is still on the call. So, have you been able to secure your slots now, following the following what I've done, guys? Okay, so Adachi, I'll be awaiting your response. So, if you have any issues, you have one issue or the other, but you don't want to miss out on the discounted slots. Okay, you don't want to miss out on the discounted slots. What you want to do right now is send me a DM. Okay, via WhatsApp 0703 215 8619. Okay, 0703 215 8619. Shoot me a DM on WhatsApp. Let's get talking and let's see how we can help you get advantage of the discounted slot. Okay, you don't want this opportunity to pass you by. Okay, you don't want this opportunity to pass you by. So do well to take advantage. If you've paid already, I think I saw Eitayo. Eitayo already locked down his own discounted slot. So congratulations to you, Eitayo. We hope to see you on board, and we'll be happy to work with you in the next couple of months. All right. So guys, once again, you want to log down the discount, Sterling Bank Nebiant Analytics 0098 999 047. Anything you want to say, you want to talk to me about, you want to ask more questions, send me a message 0703 215 8619 WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp, and I would do well to respond. Okay, so cheers, guys. Guys, classes start 7th of September. Tomorrow is the 1st of September. Okay, so don't sleep on this. You want to take advantage today. So cheers and see you next time.